of this, but there's a growing trend for women right now, and it's actually a scary trend. I'm not talking about some fashion trend or something. I'm talking about women that starve themselves all day. So they barely eat anything all day because they are saving those calories to binge drink at night. Right? Because we know alcohol has a lot of calories in it and stuff. So they're like, okay, I'm going to eat an apple. I'm going to eat like a celery stick and just starve all day and then spend those thousands of calories on alcohol. It's called drunkorexia. Check this out.
After a day of not eating anything but a few bits of broccoli, Allie's big night in Atlantic City starts off in a casino bathroom. Her friend Laura is along for the ride.
This is Laura, drinking in the bathroom. Oh yes, we're for a crazy night.
A few drinks later, the girls join their friends in a suite upstairs.
I love her, Taylor. I'll probably do 10 more later.
Why?
Because I want to get drunk. No one understands.
Allie keeps pounding down drinks, one after another, after another, after another.
Mind you, that's the second bottle. Second bottle.
As the night wears on, we lose count of exactly how much Allie has to drink.
Oh my god. Allie is in a pot. I haven't eaten today, really. I had a little bit of broccoli, that's about it. I'm a drunk person.
So you're saying you only had some broccoli and drunkorexic woo, like celebrating it. First of all, do you remember any of that?
I don't.
You don't remember any of that? You don't remember climbing in the pot?
The only thing I remember is the beginning of the night in the room. That's the only thing I remember. Leaving the room, I don't even know that I was being filmed.
Really?
Yeah. I found out the next day, like, everything that happened, and I haven't even seen the video.
Wow,
It was my
you
first
didn't even know
time.
you were being filmed.
Mhm.
Okay, so tell me about this, because I've been hearing about this, about these girls that don't eat because they want to use the calories as from alcohol. So all day you'll eat what?
All I have is broccoli. Well, I don't eat meat, so I had a lot of like vegetables in the like earlier in the day, and then me and my friends were going out at night. So I worked until about 5:30. Me and Laura headed down there, and we started drinking immediately in the room. And we drank there for about 2 hours, and then we went out to the bars, which I remember nothing of that
Okay,
night.
so how much of this is about like body issues? Do you have any issues with your body?
I do, yeah. Since I was 13, I've had problems with bulimia. So.
Okay, so you've had problems with bulimia. Have you been in and out of facilities at all?
When I was younger, I was in high school, but I haven't been anywhere recently.
Okay.
When I was in high school, I had a lot of issues with it, though.
Okay, so you've struggled with bulimia, and it seems to me that now you have another eating disorder, which is this drunkorexia. When did you start drinking?
Actually, I started drinking when I was about 22. On my 21st birthday, I went out, but I actually didn't drink. I was in a relationship for 3 years, and I started drinking pretty much right after that. So
You started drinking because your heart was broken.
Yes.
And then how did it go from, okay, I'm going to be drinking, to I'm not going to eat, and I'm just going to drink? Because I've only heard about drunkorexia after I knew you were coming on, and then I did research and found like all these other girls do it, but I didn't know about it before.
What started it is I work for a doctor's office, and they told me, I used to drink margaritas. That was my drink. I always drank those, and she told me in one margarita it was 800 calories. So I would drink 4 or 5 in a night. I mean, I didn't want to, drink all that and eat on top of it, because then I was afraid of gaining weight.
So you said, okay, I'm going to drink these 4 margaritas, so 800 times 4 is 32, so it's like 3,200
Just with
calories
alcohol.
of alcohol, so you're not going to put food into that equation.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so how much do you drink in one night?
I drink usually about 4 to 5 drinks in a night, sometimes shots too.
Sometimes shots. Okay, one thing you said is you work in the medical field. So medical field means taking care of people, health first, saving lives.
I hear about it all the time from everybody at my job.
So the people that you work with know you have a problem.
Yeah.
What do they think your problem is?
They think I drink way too much.
Do they know you don't eat?
Yes, they do.
They do know.
And they know about my eating problems, so they know that, that's an issue as well.
And tell me, I know that your mom takes you to the clubs, right?
She'll take me and pick me up, so we don't have to drink and drive. I live with somebody now, so sometimes she'll drive or we'll switch, nights who's going to drive. But usually the bars that I go to are closer to my mom's house, so she'll pick me up like 2 o'clock in the morning.
And she picks you up drunk?
Yes.
What does she say when you're all drunk? And
she hates it. She's really against it.
has she seen you black out or vomit?
Oh, yeah, she has.
She has?
Yeah, she has.
And, okay, your mom is here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to talk to her about it because it's interesting. It's like this catch-22. You know, she wants her daughter to be safe, but at the same time, she
just wants to know that I'm safe, so she comes and picks me up, I guess, to see what's going on.
Yeah.
But she's totally against it.
And then you have buddies too. Like I hear that you guys have this motto, like we don't drink in this. We don't eat in this house. We only drink.
Yeah, me and my roommates, we rarely eat. We don't have any food in the house. We really don't.
Because you're saving it for alcohol.
Mhm.
We'll be right back. Up next.
I know she needs help, but I can only, go so far. Something's gonna happen.
And later, she met her same-name lover on Facebook.
Will the other Kelly Hildebrandt please stand up? Something totally new. It's called drunkorexia, and it's a term that labels women that starve themselves throughout the day. They only eat very minimal little pieces of vegetables here and there so that they can drink alcohol all night with their friends and not gain weight. Allie admits that she is drunkorexic, and her mom, Joan, is here. Now, you are aware that your daughter has had eating issues in the past when
Yes,
she was
I am.
younger, right? With bulimia. Do you ever see your daughter not eating in the day? Do you notice that now?
I do. Fridays, she'll go out and drink, and she won't eat, and she's always had, issues with that. But she feels bloated all the time, and she goes and drinks a lot, and they live for Fridays. These girls, they just don't eat, and they'll go out and drink, and it scares me because I'm afraid she's going to go into a coma or something's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. So you drop her off, Mom, and I know you said when you drop her off, they've got the drinks in their hands.
Well, they're already feeling good because they don't want to spend, a lot of money, so they get drunk before they go out a lot.
And so you're taking them to the club, and they're already drunk
yes,
at the bar.
Yes, that's why I drive them all over.
Yeah.
Then I pick them up just to make sure they're safe.
So when you've picked her up, what kind of state is she in?
Falling down, drunken state. I mean, my 15-year-old had to actually carry her off my lawn back into the house because she couldn't get up. Then we got in the house, and I had to pull her hair back. She's bending over and just throwing up, and I was so upset, and sometimes I'm afraid she's going to go to sleep and throw up in her sleep and choke to death.
And Mom, you're torn because you don't want her to do this.
Yeah,
but you're taking her to the bar and picking her up because you want her to be safe. I know, I can understand
I don't want
being...
them drinking and driving, and I talk to her all the time about the drinking, and she really started doing this when she didn't have her boyfriend. When she had her boyfriend, she wasn't doing that, and then it's just like she's all hell was breaking loose on weekends.
I know somebody in the audience has something that they'd like to comment on. Stand on up. What's your name? Marissa, what do you have to say?
I'm actually going to be a mom soon, and as I'm sitting here listening to this, I can't even imagine what she's going through. But for me, as the time gets closer to being a mom, I think about where the line is between being a mom and a friend. And in a way, I think that she's enabling her daughter to do what she's doing. So maybe instead of picking her up at the bars or driving her to the bars, maybe she should get her help for her image, the problem she has with her image.
Drunkorexia,
Yes.
for her anorexia, and
Absolutely.
this alcoholism
Absolutely.
combined.
I've tried to get help. She's been to different psychiatrists. She's got a problem with everyone, like they're staring at me, or she's been to a lot of psychiatrists, and I know she needs help, but I can only, go so far. I mean, get the doctor, she's got to get